Hello there. If you are watching this video for the first time, I want you to share it to your friends and also like my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, so that every time I upload new videos or I update these two pages, you should be the first one to get notification. I want also to challenge you to share this video to your friends and invite them to like my page and also to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Today I have an interesting topic talking about the circulatory system. We know very well that a circulatory system is made up of different parts: the heart, the blood vessels, and also the lungs. Here we should also know that the function of the circulatory system is to transport blood, nutrients, gases, and also heat as well as hormones to various parts of the body. Now, in order to do this, different parts of the circulatory system has their own functions, and as you can see behind me, there is this chart talking about the human heart. Now, a human heart is one of the organs that makes up the circulatory system. To begin with, the heart is able to pump blood to all parts of the body because of the presence of the cardiac muscles it is made up of. However, in order to do this, it also needs the blood vessels. It also needs the lungs and other various parts of the body or organs for support and also for coordination. How big is the size of your heart? The size of your heart is the size of your fist. So my heart, the size of my heart is the size of this fist. So every person's fist determines the size of the heart. The other question I may pose is, which side is your heart? Is it to the left? Is it to the right? Is it at the center? Of course, these are some of the questions that I have encountered so far from the time I started presenting, facilitating in class. Now, the answer to those questions is that the heart lies at the center of the chest, but tilted more to the left. No wonder you hear a roof or a lab doom, a lab dub, a lab dub, a lab dub, a sound that the heart produces as it pumps blood to all parts of the heart, more to the left than to the right or at the center. Why? Because it is tilted towards more to the left than to the right. However, what is this lab dub, lab dub? A lab is a sound, a longest and louder sound that the heart produces when it contracts, thereby removing blood from the heart to all parts of the body. While a dub is a sharp and also a short sound that the heart produces when it relaxes, meaning receiving blood from the body parts. Well, let's look at the structure of the human heart and also appreciate its, some of the functions of each of the parts. So this is the structure of the human heart. A human heart has what we are calling, or it is divided into four chambers. The first chamber is called the right atrium. Then we have the right ventricles, that is the second chamber. Now, this two chamber is divided into two or separated from one another by a valve that we are calling the tricuspid valve. So, you should take note of that. The right atrium is divided or separated from the right ventricles by a valve called the tricuspid valve. Tricuspid, it means three. And three, it means that it has got three flaps that it is made up of. Now, number two, we should also know that the heart is also has other chambers such as the left atrium and also the left ventricles. Now, these two chambers are separated by the mitral valve or the bicuspid valve. Mitral valve or bicuspid valve. Away from this, the heart is also divided into two parts. Now, these two parts are divided, of the heart includes the left and the right part of the heart. Okay? So, there is a tissue in the middle that is responsible in this division. This tissue is what we call the septum. So septum is a tissue or a fiber that separates the left part of the heart from the right part of the heart. Now, something that you should also know is that the absence of this septum causes what we call atrial septal defect. Now, atrial septal defect is a situation or a condition where a child is born with a hole in the heart. Now, how can this be dealt with? You need to seek for medical attention. They need to operate and also close this hole. Because if they don't, we should know that the blood that the heart transports and also receives has a highest concentration of either carbon dioxide or oxygen. And these two types of blood should not mix inside the heart. No wonder a child that has this problem, the atrial septal defect, is able to undergo the following experiences. Number one, they are able to breathe very fast. Number two, they are able to sweat. Number three, they are able to faint. And also, number four, they are able to collapse, as well as making it uneasy, maybe panicking. Panicking is one of those things that you should also take note of. Panicking in breathing, it is very, very common. So once you see such situations or signs to your children, make sure that you seek medical attention as soon as possible, so that the doctors and other people who have learned how to to do with the heart, the doctors for the heart, they should be able to at least work on the heart and then make a child also feel like any other person. Okay? Now, away from this, we should also know that these valves are divided into two. We have what we call the atrioventricular valves, which are the mitral or bicuspid valves. This is found in the left. Left is somewhere here, left here. This is where it is found. This valve here, it is called the bicuspid or mitral valve. Then the tricuspid valve, which is found here in the right side, it is the one that is found here. So these two are called the atrioventricular valves. Then we also have the upper part of the heart also have two types of valves that are collectively known as the semilunar valve. Now, these two valves in the left part of the heart, the left upper part of the heart, we have the aortic valves. So the aortic valves are found here, that opens the blood into the flow of blood into the aorta. Then we also have on the left, we have the pulmonary valves. So these are the two valves that are collectively known as semilunar valves. Now, away from this, what normally happens is that this blue color here shows that blood contains or is rich in carbon dioxide and less or little oxygen, while this red part is showing that blood is rich in oxygen. No wonder it is red. Remember, oxygen, blood is reddish in color. Away from this one, let's look at what indeed normally happens inside the heart, as it is able to pump blood in and also out of the heart. Remember, before we go there, the function of the valves. is to make sure that they dilate the flow of blood and also to prevent the backflow of blood. We are together there, understand? Now, as blood from the limbs means the hind limbs, the legs, the lower part of the body. Deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body enters the heart or comes from the lower part of the body through the inferior vena cava. And then from the upper part of the body, which includes the head, the hands, everything up there, this type of blood vessel is called the superior vena cava, back to the heart. It is received by the right atrium and then goes to the right ventricles. The right ventricles takes it to the lungs. Now, why is it taken to the lungs? The lungs can be, the blood is taken to the lungs in order to be purified. So purification of the blood occurs in the lungs and not in the heart itself. So what is happening there is, to purify this blood, there is addition of oxygen to this blood. So the addition of oxygen does not occur inside the heart or inside the blood vessels. It occurs directly inside the lungs. Okay. Now, when it is purified, it is going to come back to the heart through the pulmonary veins. Remember, all arteries are able to carry oxygenated blood except for the pulmonary artery, which carries deoxygenated blood, as you can see. This is the pulmonary artery. It is able to carry deoxygenated blood to the lungs, while the pulmonary veins are able to carry oxidated blood from the lungs back to the heart. Now, away from this, we should also know the functions of the heart. Now, in order to know the functions of the heart, we have also to know that the heart muscles are able to contract and relax. When the heart muscles contract and relaxes, they are able to cause changes in the blood volume as well as the blood pressure. In the atria, the blood vessels, which is the comprising of the aorta, the pulmonary veins, the pulmonary arteries, as well as the ventricles here. This is what normally happens. Now, these changes are necessitated by what we call the stages, the 3 stages of the cardiac cycle. Now, the cardiac cycle is divided into 3 stages. The first stage is the atrial systole and also the ventricular systole as well as the general diastole. First of all, what is this systole and what is diastole? Systole simply means the contraction of the heart muscles as blood is pumped out of the heart to all parts of the body or to the lungs. While when talk about diastole, that is the relaxation of the heart muscles as blood is received by the heart. Let's now look at the atrial systole. Atrial systole simply means can be looked at or explained in this way. During atrial systole, the atria squeezes the blood from the atrium into the ventricles through the cuspid valves, meaning the tricuspid valves in the right atrium, right side of the heart, as well as the bicuspid valve from the left part of the heart into the ventricles. Ventricular systole, it is the condition where the ventricles are able to pump blood out of the ventricles through the pulmonary valves and also the aortic valve to the lungs and also to the body parts. Away from this, we have also what we call general diastole. General diastole simply means the relaxation of the heart muscles as blood comes from the body parts into the heart through the the right, or through the atrium, and also through the tricuspid valves as well as the bicuspid valve. And this happens when the aortic valve and also the pulmonary valve have closed. Once they close, then they allow blood to enter into the heart, because at that particular time the heart muscles have relaxed. Thank you very much for watching this video, and make sure that you share this video to all your friends and invite them to like my page, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. With me and on my behalf of the energy that God has given in me today, I call out a day until next time when I upload another interesting video. Thank you very much for watching, and all what I can say is bye bye, and remember to subscribe and also to like my Facebook page. Until next time, bye bye.